uh, the um, the uh, the planning. You say the story point appear here. But if you are using a tool that is external to Jira, then you need to come and manually impute it. Like for example, you have to come here and say story point, then you will not write it by yourself. But you don't want to do that. So I'll just now this one we click on this one and I'll click on create planning poker game. So it opens that for me. And these are the stories in this field type. And the game name is the same thing as the sprint goal. Can make it the sprint goal. Then estimation field. So we can have different estimation techniques. We can have the Fibonacci sequence, which is what we are using. We can also have t-shirt sizing for teams that know how to go about that, which is almost the same thing. It's just an arbitrary this thing to say how big or how complex the stories are. Then you can also have another one called labeled t-shirt. Then you can have hours for teams that want to go by hours, which may not be. Then you can also have your own customized one. You can customize it for yourself, for your team, depending on how you work. But life have made easier for us. We just use the Fibonacci sequence and we say submit. So by the time we submit it, so we're going to start says join. So these are the items that we're working on this sprint. You can see them already. So at this point, I would like my team members to, if they're not yet on the Jira, please start to sign in so that we can quickly do our estimate. So you can see the items that are in the sprint here, and they become automatic like that. Or if there's another, you can also go stepwise if where you need you to write your JQL. If you go at your JQL, you write your JQL to call up the stories as like a filter. So thank you, Sima. So I can see those who are already joining. You can see my team member Valerie is joining, Sienna is joining. So I can see them. Yes, thank you, Blessing. Thank you, Kingsley. Thank you very much for joining in. So what happens now is I'll click on the first item to be estimated. So supposedly it shows up like this, and then supposedly by now we believe that everybody should have a good grasp of what this story entails. But if that not be, even at this point, the PO comes in to also explain what it entails to bring this story to definition of done. So once again, once everybody has understood the story, I open up like this. So I said, okay, my team, having understand the story, can the developers now vote? And based on what I've been explained and this baseline that we are basing our story on, for example, maybe our formal landing page, we know what it took us to develop that, maybe the 5-story point, 2-3-story point. So based on that, we will now ask everybody to vote. So if quickly my team members can just vote so that we carry on. Right, so everybody's voting. Right. Thank you. You can see, and so one thing we're trying to achieve here is a concessions for everybody to, that means if you have a concession, that means supposedly we all understand the story equally. We all understand what it entails to develop this story. and bring it to the definition of done. That is what we want to achieve here. But that may not always be the case. But as a team, what works within the team dynamics, we're able to know how we're able to go around that. So if, for example, for this story now, everyone has voted. So that's why the votes are, first of all, unanimous. Nobody sees who, so that nobody will be influenced because we'll be watching somebody's screen. And then if, for example, the person who's handling the screen is also going to vote, so he may have to vote last, because if I'm to vote now, everybody will see what I'm voting on. So I will now be the last person to vote if Private voted, but I'm the Scrum Master not voting in this regard. So my team members have finished voting. I will now say open card, and here we go. We have 3, 3, 3. So Blessing Oye on this time around has voted 5. So it's now, we will now ask Blessing. So what is it that you're saying about this story that the rest of us are not seeing? Because we cannot discontinuous what she has voted. Everyone has equal rights, and everybody says the story is different way. The way I'm saying it is not the way you are saying it. Even after the PO has explained it to us, has broken it down. And then one thing again is every story brought into the sprint is supposed to be broken down to the extent that it can be fully developed, tested, and moved gotten to the point to definition of done within a sprint. So we understand it differently. So we will just ask, okay, Blessing, why have you voted 5 on this occasion? Blessing will now say, I figured forgotten for this step, for this, we can do this because that was how we did it the last time. And she may be right. She may be able to convince everybody that, oh, that's true. We're thinking that the step 2 and 3 are not what we work on. So she will explain to us again. So having explained to us, we will now say, okay, let us vote again and see. Let us all vote again and see if all of us gets it. And then again, we may ask even one of the people that voted 3 that, okay, yeah, why did you, somebody represent them, why did you people vote 3? I say, okay, it's because step 1 and 2, step 3 and 4 can be built in under so time. There's no much complexity about this. Also further explain to us so that everybody explaining. So we now vote again and see what we get. So if we can all vote, Olaros has joined us also. Thank you for joining today. And she's the first to vote now. Please let me know how we are doing on time. Sorry, that's why.
You're still good on time. It is 12:35 p.m. Eastern Standard.
Okay, thank you very much. Right.
Scrum Master, isn't it still the same story? Payment confirmation email.
It's still the same story we're voting on, and yes, thank you. So I will reveal the cards now and see, and everybody has voted 3. So this is what the you say it's automatically put the 3 before. They didn't put the 3 here because there was no doubt concession. This is what planning poker won. This is what estimation is all about. That all of us. So with this now, it is assumed that we all understand the story equally. We all understand what it entails to bring this story, payment confirmation email to the definition of done. So with that, we are good to go. That means at any point, anybody can work on this story with that understanding. So we just save the estimate and it automatically moves to the next story that's open, that's password reset. password reset. So quickly, the team will quickly vote on that again and see where we are. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you, Olorose. Thank you, Blessing. So we are waiting for Syrian and Kingsley. Thank you, everyone. So I'm going to review the cards now. And here we go again. We have 3, 3, 3, 3, 5. So once again, we asked, it's always like that. Yeah, we asked, is it Mr. or Mrs. 5? That please, why have you voted 5? Not in an intimidating way, not in a way to say, no, you are doing the wrong thing. No, we just want to know the story. We just want to know why. We just want to know, and not putting the person down, not saying she has done the wrong thing because only he or him or her has voted 5 within everybody. No, she must have seen something that everyone is not seeing. Yeah, she must have, or maybe she's new on this thing and then she needed more explanation, which is that. So we'll now say, okay, let's replay and see if we arrive at a consensus. So let's quickly vote again. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. 2 more people to go. Yes, 2 more people. Yeah, one person. And if not, we carry on just because of our time. So we open the cards and then basically this is what we won. And sorry, did I say replay? Let's just choose 3 for that. Can we just vote again? Sorry, I mistakenly pressed replay instead of, so we can go to the next story.